This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
We have quite a few people today. Thank you for joining us here on Discoveries in Health every Thursday from 3 until 5 Pacific Standard Time. And so those of you who are on the East Coast and Georgia and New York and out there in Florida and so forth, you're about 3 hours ahead of us there in Florida, so it's about 6 o'clock in the evening there in Florida. But thank you for joining us here on Discoveries in Health. I had and Doc Miles generally joins us in about 25 minutes. He's out there in Texas on his farm. He has a clinic. He's a naturopathic doctor and a wonderful, wonderful man. And he has an interesting a clinic there where he can do a blood work, hair analysis, and so forth, and he can tell you how he does that. There are laboratories all over the United States, and you simply go to the nearest one, and he tells you what type of things that you will need to send him, and he is a wonderful naturopathic doctor, Doc Miles, and out there in the Austin, Texas area, a naturopathic doctor who will be joining us here probably about 20-25 minutes, and he and I bounce a lot of information off of each other. It's fun. I love to do that. And we also invite your participation. If you have a question or a comment or a testimony, if you press your star key 2 times, we will take that question or that comment. And so you can join this live discussion. We're here every Thursday, and we share information, and we get a lot of questions and a lot of comments. I see someone who has pressed their star key 2 times there in the Fresno, California area, area code 559. Did you have a question or a comment?
I have a question. I have a number of things going wrong with my body. I have arthritis. I have hepatitis C. I have a liver disease. Oh my goodness. Not only do I have these things, but I'm also battling with my hernia, and my joints are the worst thing, because they're the things that the first thing in the morning that's hurting me. And I remember last time that we had a talk, this is Sister Joanne talking to you again, that you guys were suggesting that I can start maybe with the joint care. So I have that. I have high blood pressure, and it's the doctor actually, he had to laugh because everything's going wrong with my body. I mean, they had me on so many pills, and I'm very tired of it. That's like about between 26 to 32 pills a day.
Oh my!
I'm just, I don't know what to do. I do know what to do, but I'm tired, and I finally getting my money together where I can call, but I've forgotten the number that you gave me to call, and I think it's your daughter or granddaughter.
It's
So help
okay.
me help me make something. Yeah.
I got it. All right. So the number for my granddaughter and my great grandchildren that manufacture the 14,000 natural remedies that I've invented in the last 56 years. That telephone number for any product that we're talking about today, well, that's the manufacturer. You go directly to the manufacturer, and that is Health and Herbs in Albany, Oregon. Their telephone number is 541 791 8400. That's 541 791 8400. And I don't get anything from the sale of any product. I accept donations, and this ministry is donation driven, not sales driven. And my ministry, which is Good Shepherd Ministries, and I am the bishop of Good Shepherd Ministries. And what we do is we praise the Most High. We love Jesus Christ, our Savior. We call him by his Hebrew name, Yashaya. We love the Most High, our Father which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. A lot of people call him God. We call him Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, I am that I am in Hebrew. And
Hmm.
that we're simple. I'm a very, it's a simple ministry. We focus on making sure that people are comforted, because ministries they're not doing that. Ministries are sending people to poison pushing a medical system that poisons them to death, turns them into zombies practically. They have they have a horrible quality of life, and you can tell, and I'm preaching to the choir, aren't I?
That's right. Praise the Most High.
Yeah.
I've talked to you so many times before, and I finally got the number because I was telling my brother about the ingredients. He has high cholesterol and about the medication, but every time I go to the doctor, here's a new medication. I got high blood pressure now. I don't know how I'm surviving all the things that they done told me that I have. And so I have to, I'm trying to wean myself off of my medication, but I was sick last week and they wind up, I'm in the hospital having me take the medication again. So now I got to wean myself again.
I
And
understand, and that's the way it goes. And but you're on the right track. And please understand, and I know you do. I've said it before, and that is, I'm not prescribing. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm an herbalist. And what you and I are doing is talking about natural remedies that may be helpful and comfort you. And we know that the Lord does the healing, and that your body will be healed because it has the power to do so. We just need to put the right nutrients into the body and receive them and use them to nourish the body. And we need to know how to do that. And that's what we're talking about here today is what natural remedies are available and what or science tells us the science of natural remedies, and that's what this is. It is a discussion about natural remedies. So you know I'm not prescribing or diagnosing for you. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
Very good, because our evil authorities would construe this, and they do. They do this all the time. They say, "Oh, wow, he's actually prescribing and diagnosing it," and I am not, and that's why a federal judge told the FDA to leave me alone. But I still have nightmares when you're chased by the FDA for almost 4 or 5 decades. You kind of got a little paranoid still. You know what I mean? You still have nightmares, even when you've won your case in court against the federal government, and they've been told to actually leave you alone. You still have nightmares. But anyway, my friend, let's talk about these things that you mentioned. And when you call 541-791-8400, and you should do that and talk to them, because they're not just the manufacturer of all these natural remedies that the government has tried to destroy and is still trying to destroy, and can't, and it's, you never know when this little herb company may disappear, because that's what the agenda is of a federal government agency that is a rogue agency that is the puppet of the pharmaceutical industry. How long do you think these people are going to exist? They've tried so hard to destroy them, but yet they've stood up against it. So you never know how long these natural remedies are going to be around. They're killing naturopathic doctors. You read about it in the news all the time. So we have a very fragile a system here of trying to keep things going. And there's another thing that you can do for me. What you can do for me, folks, is this is a ministry. I include the poor. So 99% of the work that I do, helping people, answering their questions, I'm doing it for practically nothing. And many times, nothing. Most of the time, I'm not getting any kind of a donation. And that's what I exist on. That's what this ministry exists on. And where you would make that donation is on this website, herbalhealthreview.com. And you'd click on common conditions, and you would and when you click on common conditions, then you'll see over to the side here. When you do that, you'll see that there is a donate button right there, and that donate button, when you click on common conditions on herbalhealthreview.com and off to the right, that donate button, that's how we keep going here. So when you can, and if you can, please make a donation, okay?
Yes, because you surely have helped me in the past, and so I just want to get back to my natural self. I was getting up and doing things, and now I'm just like I'm starting all over again, and I don't want to get in that situation.
Right. Do you go up on the computer very much, my friend?
Yes, I do.
So are you there now? Can you go up on your computer now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let's go up on herbalhealthreview.com and under common conditions, and let's look at this report together, okay?
Okay, I'll just make.
And we're going to talk about some of these things that you're battling with, and we're going to talk about how we can maybe comfort you, and comfort you so much that you're your body can take over, and the spirit within you can receive a healing from the Most High, which can happen at any time. We never know when the Most High would come upon us and heal us and show us the way out of our misery. We just need to receive it. We need to praise the Most High in the name of Yeshua, our Savior. And when we do that, and we have a relationship with the Most High, and we keep receiving it, well, then we're guided through that Spirit. We've got an open channel, and that's how I pray with people all day long, and it's through that relationship with the Most High that I receive all the information on how to do this. So are you up on herbalhealthreview.com, sister?
I got Herbal Life Review.
Herbal. Its first word is herbal. Herbal. Herbal.
Oh, okay.
Then the second word is health. 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 So I got herbal health, and then the last word after herbal health is review. REVIEW. herbalhealthreview.com. This is what you call now we're waiting for the computer, right? herbalhealthreview.com.
Yes.
Okay, so we're waiting for the computer now. Well, that gives me a chance. I'll drink some water. Got to stay rehydrated,
Okay, I have you up here.
Now, click on common conditions.
Okay.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
Okay, and now I got...
Now you're looking at a big egg.
Herbal Life Health Review. Herbal Health. Oh, I see what I get.
Okay, do you see that where it says, did you see common conditions? Did you click on that button?
Yes.
Okay, now then you're looking at a big egg. It says health, fitness, lifestyle, nutrition.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, let me see.
Okay. Folks, this is what I do every day. I do this every day, 7 days a week. Yeah. And I love it because I'm in the spirit-filled, spirit-led, and comforting people and showing them how to do this. That's a blessing. I love to do this. Are you on herbalhealthreview.com? You've clicked on herbalhealthreview.com, and you see it says that, and then you've clicked on common conditions, and it's supposed to bring up a big egg, and underneath that big egg is all these reports and all this information. I'm trying to get there. Are you with me?
Okay, I'm here.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go down below that egg. Go down. You see, it says miscellaneous information.
Okay, let me see. Let's see, I got you on here. Let's see. herbalhealthreview.com. And what I have here, I can see you on the mic.
You can see me?
Yeah, on the mic itself.
Sounds to me like somehow or another you've gone to the conference and you've gone into Google Hangouts. If you can see
Oh,
if you can see me, you're in Google Hangouts.
okay.
Okay, I'm trying to get you into from Herbal Health Review to click on Common Conditions and go to the Common Condition Reports.
Oh, common conditions.
Yes.
Okay. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm not too good with the computer here. I'm learning.
That's okay. I'm gonna hang in there with you. We're gonna do this. You're gonna let me know when you're on Common Conditions, my dear.
Okay. I need to click on common conditions. I still okay, herbal health review dot com.
Herbalhealth.com. That's right. And then once you're on that website, then you're gonna see Common Conditions, and you click on Common Conditions.
Okay, common conditions. I'm not getting there for some reason.
Well, okay. So here's what we have to do: is I'm going to make a video of this, and you're going
Uh-huh.
and and when you can, you're going to uh, go on that same website, herbalhealthreview.com, and instead of common conditions, you're going to click on the Discoveries in Health tab, and you're going to watch the video of me talking and teaching about the things that you are wanting to know about. And you're going to have to take some notes, so are you ready to write things down? Since you're not able to use your computer, then
Yes.
then maybe you can write these down, and let's make this happen anyway, okay?
All right.
Because that's kind of how we do things. We make it happen anyway. And now, so here I am. I'm on herbalhealthreview.com. I've clicked on Common Conditions, and I'm going to go down to these various reports, and there's a lot of them. The acid alkaline food chart. That's going to be very important because you're going to choose the alkaline foods, and that's going to drive the body alkaline, and you're going to be more healthy. You're,
Um,
and in your case, I'd be looking at Make Lifestyle Changes report, and I'm clicking on that right now. And the reason that I would be looking at the Make Lifestyle Changes report, because it addresses a lot of different issues that you're interested in. One of them,
mhm.
is going to give you the complete diet, the perfect diet that's going to strengthen the immune system, and so that you have so much energy that you can do anything that you want to do. And that's what and that's how I feel, and that's how I am. And I'm on no medications, and I'm 76 years old, and this is how it's done. And when people do this, diseases go away. Their body is strengthened. Whatever it is, you're comforted, and you can overcome it. And so, what I'm talking about is the Make Lifestyle Changes report
Mhm.
that's on there, and it gives you exactly what you should be taking first thing in the morning, and what needs to be done, the particular supplements. And if you click on any of these supplements, it takes you over to the betterhealthherbs.com, giving you the option of looking at the actual product, and you can order it there if you want to. You can see the different sizes. You can see the description of how to take it. So it's a complete system where now you have this report that is giving you a yellow brick road, step by step, product by product information on how to become extraordinarily healthy, have more energy than you could, so that you can work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, day in, day out, and you can do it, because I do. And below that information of what you do first thing in the morning is the information on a power drink. And that power drink is where you then intake all this rehydration and all these nutrients that are in a blender drink that are already all broken down and easy to digest, so that the body doesn't have to work to try to get some nutrients. It has to do very little work and gets all the nutrition that it ever dreamed of getting. And it's delicious. It tastes like cinnamon, pure cacao chocolate. It tastes like vanilla. It tastes like blueberries and cherries and mangoes and anything you want it to taste like. And it's the most, I have it right here, right now. And if I wasn't talking a whole bunch, I would be drinking my power drink because it's delicious. And I make it from scratch. And the recipe is there. And it's the most delicious thing in my diet. And in this power drink is lecithin granules to feed the brain and the nervous system. So even though I'm old and I work very hard, very long hours, I sit here and do research day in, day out, and help people and pray with people, and I need a lot of energy, and I need steady nerves. And lecithin feeds the nervous system, feeds the brain, crosses the blood-brain barrier. So there's lecithin granules in this power drink. There's milk thistle seed powder in this power drink, because milk thistle seed will give me a new liver by 60% every 120 days. So
that's right.
And there's Dr. Miles. Brother Miles.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Discoveries in Health. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my dear friend that I spoke about earlier that would be joining us. Well, he's here. This is Doc Miles. So, Doc, what we're talking about here, we're talking to this nice lady in California who's got problems with arthritis, hepatitis C, high blood pressure. She's got a hernia. She's got a lot of things going on. She's got a friend who's got high cholesterol. And we're talking about make lifestyle changes and getting a really a nutritional diet, and you know, and then we were working our way through that make lifestyle changes report, and we talked about the power drink and how delicious that is, and we were about to get into the food plans, the whole food plant-based diet meal plans. But anyway,
yeah, well, everybody is what they eat, and they're a product of their environment. So things have to change because the medical doctors are putting Band-Aids all over you with all these drugs. And this goes way, way, way back to 1993, where it has been planned since '93 that the medical groups are going to take over everything and put everybody on drugs so they can kill as many people as they can. This is a fact. I just heard this from a retired CIA agent, so I know what's going on. It is crazy as all get up. So, I can help her, that's for sure.
That's a fact, folks. It's a wake up call. It's a wake up call because it's called depopulation. It's a worldwide from the elite agenda, the evil agenda to depopulate the planet. Less people to have to worry about that are going to take over and less people to feed, less resources that are used up, and so that's their that's their agenda, depopulation. That's a fact.
Well, there's one thing that I can tell you right now for sure: people that are on a prescription drug, as directed by their medical doctor, we lose one patient every 6 minutes in this country. That's 160,000 people in a year, just from prescription drugs directed by their doctor. I mean, that's crazy, and hospitals kill more than that.
Absolutely.
Doctors are killing people right and left. They're cutting off the wrong leg in surgery, and whoops, we've got to go back and cut the other leg off. I mean, I've seen this with my own patients. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's if you make it out of the hospital, because if you go in there, you could probably pick up some kind of a super bacteria or something.
Those superbugs are killing people right and left. That's why we do natural stuff, because the body doesn't resist the natural stuff, but it does resist the drugs. The body doesn't want the drugs.
No.
And it resists it, and they'll get sicker and sicker and sicker. They'll change them from one medicine to another until they knock them down, end up putting them in the hospital, and may or may not get out. It's crazy.
Yeah. Sister Joanne is taking between 26 and 32 pills, and she's got arthritis and Hep C and high blood pressure. And so what we need to do, and so what I'm showing Sister Joanne here is that we need to change the diet, and there it is. There's the diet plan. So we've got a diet plan, and it gives meal plans and recipes. So this is complete. And then you've got options here. You've got a lot of options. But let's get into this diet here a little bit deeper. Now then you're having a cup of daily health tea, which is cleaning up the bloodstream, and it's talking about the things that you never heard of, like colloidal silver water. And you read up on these reports, and you find out that colloidal silver water gets rid of 650 different diseases. And at this point, when somebody with all these problems could use a good house cleaning, and so going through a little episode, a little period of dosing with colloidal silver water would be a good idea. And we need to cleanse and detoxify. And so what is the first thing you do when you walk into a kitchen? You make sure it's clean. You clean everything up, and then you cook. And that's the same thing we got to do here. We have a problem here we have a person with a lot of different problems. We're going to do some house cleaning. So we take some colloidal silver water, which will then increase the immune system and set the stage. We make sure that now, and we're cleaning the blood. We're cleaning the blood with, and we're feeding the body with all these nutrients. So we're really putting a lot of good things in and getting rid of a lot of problems and putting a lot of good things in, like acidophilus powder, so that the digestive tract works. So the blood is working, the digestive tract is working, and we're heading for the liver. And when we get to that liver, we're going to make sure that digestive tract is really working to optimum, if we find that we've got some Hep C and so forth, we're going to go for some oregano oil. We're going to boost the immune system and kill off bad stuff that's in the gut. And we're going to dose with maybe 200 milligrams of oregano oil 3 times a day. We're going to go with lots of garlic and ginger. In your kitchen, there is going to be lots of garlic bulbs and so forth, and you're going to just use garlic and ginger, cutting it up, mincing it up, putting it on everything you possibly can, and kombucha mushroom, because we're in the digestive tract at this point. And we're looking at that kombucha mushroom because it's a fermented drink that's going to give us the correct fermentation and the correct bacteria. And then we're also taking that acidophilus non-dairy capsules or powder. And now we've got the digestive tract working. We got the blood cleaning. We got things going. And we got now we're at the liver. Now, that's where we're taking that milk thistle seed extract. Maybe we'll get a quart of it, 32 ounces of it. And take a teaspoon every day until you finally get through the whole quart. By the time you take a teaspoon every day and get through the whole quart, you're knowing that you're getting a new liver by 60% new liver cells every 120 days. So when you're doing that, and then you're using the CAC liquid to clean out the liver, it also has some milk thistle seed extract in it as well. Plus, in your power drink earlier, you're putting some milk thistle seed powder. So that's really, really stimulating, feeding, working on the liver. And you're also taking that CAC liquid to make sure that every bowel movement is so soft that it breaks up in a cloud when you flush the toilet. Now you are really working with the blood, the liver, the digestive tract. You're working with the whole system at the same time. Now we're heading for that cholesterol when we're taking that fiber, because that's the next thing. Is there's a fiber powder. And you can put some in your power drink, or you can just take it separately and put it into some juice. However you want to get the fiber powder down, it's a magnet. It's like a sponge for toxins that absorbs toxins. The bentonite clay is like a magnet that pulls toxins to it, and it takes it out of the body. And it imparts all kinds of minerals and nutrients at the same time. So that is a very special fiber powder. That's how you work with Hep C. That's how you work with the digestive tract, the blood, and so forth. And then if the glands are involved and compromised because of this problem, see, this you can't neglect the glandular system, so you get a gland rejuvenator formula, number 1196, and you get a quart of that, and you go through a teaspoon of that 3 times a day, and for 2 or 3 months, and the glands go back to work again. And that's how you work with these types of systems. Then you head for the kidneys. You head for the kidneys because that's part of that high blood pressure. And if you work on the kidneys, a lot of times high blood pressure will just clear up. And there's also high blood pressure herbal formulations, and there's a high blood pressure herbal report. So now I'm going into that herbalhealthreview.com, and I'm clicking on common conditions, and I'm jumping over here to Doc, did you have any before I jump over here into high blood pressure report and into the kidney bladder report? Did you have anything you wanted to jump in here on?
Well, high blood pressure most of the time is when your triglycerides and your lipid panel are very high. I see this every day. And that's why I use the DHA omega, because that targets the triglycerides and brings it down, and blood pressure comes down, along with your blood pressure formula, that liquid formula. I use it with the DHA, and it works miracles. So I use your stuff and my stuff together to make things happen. But if the cholesterol panel is real high, especially the LDL and the triglycerides, they really need to knock it down. I had to call Brittany again today and order another dozen bottles because, man, I got a dozen the other day and I already sold them all. So that stuff really works fast.
Yeah, a lot of people have problems with the liver, and that's why I'm not the only one that has natural remedies. I mean, there are other people like Doc Miles, and Doc Miles and I have worked together for many years now, and we share information, and I invent herbal products, and he comes up with recipes and ideas that he needs, and I put those together, and they're all put together at the same place, and that is at the telephone number direct to the manufacturer for of these kinds of products, information about other products. That's 541-791-8400. But if you want Doc Miles' liver, he's got absolutely wonderful liver pills and a lot of other products. And you want his number as well. And especially if you want to know deep information about what's going on in your body. Maybe you haven't found the answers you're looking for. Doc Miles has a lot of investigative techniques that he employs and gets to the bottom of difficult health problems. So you want Doc Miles' telephone number, and it is 512-868-9867. That's 512-868-9867. Now, so with high blood pressure, so there's a high blood pressure herbal formula. It's getting off of sugars and using stevia leaf and stevia green powder and xylitol, which is made from corn cobs and safe for diabetics. Looks like sugar, tastes like sugar, slightly laxative, so it'll help you go a little easier. But high blood pressure, it's diet, and we already talked about diet. So when you know about that, and in fact that you could use some potassium iodide, and everybody needs more iodine because of the Fukushima disaster that it goes kind of swept under the rug. The word goes, folks were being poisoned, depopulated, and radiated to death. And people need to take that potassium iodine. So that's another thing that we need to take. That's another reason why people are more sick today than they were yesterday. Radiation sickness and compromising in our immune system. But it's the making sure you're getting your calcium and magnesium, which is in that Make Lifestyle Changes report. We already said we needed that. And it's the fiber special with the bentonite clay. We already said we needed that, and we know it. And it's all working for the high blood pressure, to bring it down. And if you've got hypertension, high blood pressure, with a headache, make sure you're getting some hawthorn berry and yarrow and cramp bark and valerian and wood betony. And you can get a tincture of that. Take about 500 milligrams. Which is about a dropper full, 3 times a day. And if you've got hypertension with palpitations, heart palpitations, well, then you can use hawthorn berry and yarrow and cramp bark and valerian and motherwort. And that will take care of the heart palpitations. And according to the scientific research that I'm reading, and about, again, same dosage, 500 milligrams, about a dropper full, 3 times a day. But these are the kinds of things, and we already talked about the value of daily health tea. in the Make Lifestyle Changes report. So you can see how that Make Lifestyle Changes report really addresses a host of health problems. I'd say over 650 different diseases when you get into the health make lifestyle changes diet. I would. It's phenomenal. So anyway, the pau de arco bark, the value of that, the hawthorn berry, the garlic. There's a high blood pressure combination, and the high blood pressure combination of herbs that is used successfully as an herbal tincture extract is formula number 1213, 1213. So if you called the number 541-791-8400 and you were talking to the folks at Health and Herbs and you wanted some of that number 1213, number 1213 herbal tincture, that's the herbs that are historically and traditionally used effectively against high blood pressure. Those herbs are black cohosh root, blue cohosh root, yarrow, hyssop leaf, wild cherry bark, and garlic in a structured water, which is alkaline water and 20% alcohol, or vegetable glycerin if you want no alcohol. And the dosage, start at 6 drops 3 times a day. And if it agrees with you, and it should, then you can take it on up to as much as 30 drops 3 or more times a day. And that with the diet information, and that's over on the Health and Herbs website. BetterHealthHerbs.com is their website where all these products are listed. BetterHealthHerbs.com. Telephone number 541-791-8400. But those are the things, and then things like coenzyme Q10, 200 milligrams, daily, and omega-3 fatty acids, amino acids, things like glucosamine, a heart herbal formulation if you needed it, if you've got a problem with that heart. Let's strengthen that heart. Let's feed it. Let's give it some acetyl L-carnitine and some heart herbal tincture. If the nerves are a problem and you're stressed out, and a lot of people are, well, being depopulated is a bit stressing, isn't it? Nerves. There's a nerve formula. There's a circulation formulation, because a lot of people have problems with circulation, and they really need a good circulation herbal formula. All of these are listed in the report on herbalhealthreview.com under common conditions, and under high blood pressure is what we're looking at. And it talks about the value of hyssop. And of course, niacin, by the way, is, about 500 milligrams of niacin twice a day is excellent when there's a circulation problem. But CAC liquid to keep that digestive tract cleaned out, to nourish that liver, clean that blood. That's what that CAC liquid will do. And you just need to go through a few bottles of it. And then you can take a break for a while, a month or 2 or 3 or 4, and then, unless you're eating the wrong things and not getting enough fruits and vegetables and fiber and so forth, well, then you're going to have to get back on that liver formula, which is the CAC number 1078 colon and liver cleanser. And there's that fiber listed again because it's so special. And in the diet, it's a sponge that just absorbs toxins out of your body. It's fantastic. And at the same time, it gives back a lot of nutrition. It's a very incredible formulation. Now, lots of vitamin C, zinc, lots of B complex, a good multiple vitamin like Intramax. Intramax is the best multiple vitamin in the world. Formula number 2302. Intramax. Incredible. That's it for high blood pressure.